How's it going, guys? My name is TJP and welcome back to another NBA 2K23 MyNBA rebuilding challenge. So what we're going to be doing is just a normal rebuild. And as I say that, it's not really that normal because we're going to be spinning a wheel and the wheel decides what moves we do. So we have two different types of wheels. We have the regular season wheel and the off-season wheel. We're going to spin the wheel periodically throughout different time periods. For the regular season, we've got the beginning of the season before we start simulating, the December 15th marking, which is like, I guess, when you can start making trades, even though I have all the restrictions off. We also have the All-Star break, so right before trade deadline, and then we have contract extension, which I think is like in March. So those will be our four times that we do the regular wheel, and we'll have a random number to determine how many times we'll be spinning the wheel. And then we have the off season where we're only just going to be able to spin it one time. So I'll show you guys each wheel as they come up and what options there are. But before we do, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below some of my videos, socials, playlists, second channel, main channel, down in the description if you like other content, me, TJP. And with that being said, let's get on to the gameplay. How this is going to work is we're going to pick a random team here. It's a fantasy draft, so it doesn't really matter what team we have. And we have 3 seasons to try to win an NBA Finals. Injuries, morale, all that cool stuff is going to stay off. And we're going to let the CPU kind of just draft our team. So stop in 2, 1, boom. And we're going to be using the Atlanta Hawks. Okay, works for me. Again, it's a fantasy draft. CPU does the draft. We're going to take a look at the roster, see what we got going on, and then we're going to spin our wheel before we start simulating. All right, so let's take a look at the roster that we have. I don't even know what pick we had, but this is our team. So we have Domantas Sabonis, RJ Barrett, Lonzo Ball, Cameron Johnson, Moritz Wagner, Trey Lyles, Kirsten Bird, Marcus Morris Sr., Malik Beasley, Corey Kispert, Gabe Vincent, Malachi Flynn, Luka Garza, Caleb Houston. It's an interesting team, but we may not keep this team. So what we're going to do, we're going to go around the wheel. I'm going to show you guys what the wheel looks like for the regular season. Boom, there it is. Yes, and I did shuffle it a bit. So we'll go over a little bit of the options and what we're going to be doing. So for starters, we have a random number generated 1 to 3. That'll determine how many times I spin the wheel for this period. So we're going to stop in 3, 2, 1. And we got to spin it 3 times before we can start simulating. So as you can see, some of the options here. Everyone plays spot best player with worst player, random team, spin a wheel, and I do just a forced trade. Sign worst coach, so whoever our coach is, we just sign the worst one. Force lose 10 games, play worst player 48 minutes, free trade override any player of choice, release my best player, sign worst player, trade away best player, change every player's position. It's a random number generated 1 to 4. That way, we ensure that each player's position gets changed. Free space, which basically means I can, do whatever I want. +5 overall to every player on the team. Lowest system proficiency, force win 5 games, boost tendencies +10, trade away draft pick, bench the best player, -5 to over every player on the team, and then boost head coach ratings. We'll say it's supposed to be +1 rating each, right? So starters, we're gonna make sure that everybody is playing. That is where it's gonna stop. So we're gonna be running a 13-man rotation up until the next time we have to actually go back to the wheel. So that's going to be fun. So that's our first one. Our next one that we're going to have to do until the next period, where we spin, maybe 1, 2, 3 times. Well, we have to release our best player. So Domantas Sabonis, you could say goodbye from being on the Hawks. It was nice knowing you. And then finally, we are going to be doing force lose 10 games. Well, we're going to start off 0-10. So there you go. We're going to just do our simulations, all of this fun stuff. And once we're ready to simulate, I'll show you guys. And then we'll just head on to December 15th, see how the team's doing, and then spin our wheels again. So I released Domantas Sabonis, who's my best player. And we've got a 13-man rotation. So that's going to be fun. We got to force lose 10 games, and then we can simulate to December 15th normally. And we'll see what ends up happening with the team. Once we get there, that's when we'll do our next set of spins. All right, well, we're at December 15th, and because of the 10 losses that we had to force ourselves with, we got off to a horrible start. Granted, we're only 4-25, so even with those 10 forced losses, we're 4-10, or 4-11, I think. Yeah, we're not very good regardless. So now we're going to go back to our wheel again, and we're going to see how many times we have to spin it. So this time we spin it twice. I can fix the rotations. We can go back to 10. That's okay. But let's see what we're going to be doing here. So hopefully it's not trade away every single player. But I guess we'd do that. I could do whatever trade I want. Decrease coach rating. So we're going to decrease by... Oh, that's the wrong wheel. Shoot, that's the wrong wheel. That's the free agency wheel. Whoops, my bad. I'm on the wrong wheel. I'm an idiot. This is the right wheel. Okay, so what we want to do is +5 to every player. That's helpful. That is very helpful. I like that. And that's for the rest of the season. I think. Or maybe. Possibly. And then... trade away best player. Cool. Well, at least we get +5 for everybody, but still, that's annoying. So now I have to trade away my best player. However, it's at least just trade away. So that's good. I could do whatever trade I want with that. I edited everybody's overall +5, so I just did that. Pretty solid stuff, so now everybody's +5 better. Now, I do have to trade RJ Barrett, unfortunately, but I can make any trade for him because, again, it's just trade away best player. So we could throw him in the trade finder and see what we can get. We can get De'Aaron Fox and Jabari Smith Jr. That's pretty good. Could get Darius Garland. That'd be nice, but I do have to trade Lonzo Ball. I don't want to do that. Chet Holmgren and Keldon Johnson's interesting. I'll get Karl-Anthony Towns and Dyson Daniels. That's really all I can get. Darius Garland's nice, but I don't know if I want to do 87 Lonzo Ball, though. 87 Lonzo Ball. I wouldn't mind doing this trade. I don't know. I mean, I have to do a trade. I guess this one for Chet and Keldon Johnson could be pretty decent. Because we get Chet Holmgren. He's pretty good. And Luka Garza is nice, but I mean, Chet Holmgren is Chet Holmgren, so we're going to do that. Unfortunately, it would have been nice if I would have done it before the +5, but I did get the +5 first. So that's why I did it in order. So we're going to simulate, I guess, to the All-Star break, and I'll see you guys once I am there. You know what I just realized? All-Star break is after the trade deadline. So you know what? I'm going to do, instead of All-Star break, let's just do it at the trade deadline. Because if I have to trade away my player and it's already past the trade deadline, it doesn't make any sense, right? So I guess theoretically then I'm free from the contract extension for trading players. So we don't, I guess we get a buy there. But yeah, so you know what I will do here, that way in case I get another trade thing, it's kind of fair. Although we ended up going 20, we're now 22 and 33, so we're definitely better. We are going to spin the wheel though. So let's see here. Random number generator, how many times are we going to spin it? We're going to spin it 2 times. I just clicked that and you saw it. So here is the wheel, spin it again, and here we go. So what are we going to be getting on the wheel? And I don't have this changed. There we go. I get to do whatever I want for the trade deadline. That's fantastic. I can. That's great. So I'm technically free to do anything, but maybe there's one more thing that could end up happening. I guess in terms of trades, I'm free. +5 overall to every player on the team. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. I love it. Okay. So not only can I do whatever the hell I want, I also boost everyone's overall by 5 again. It's fantastic. So this team is looking really good now. Honestly, do I even want to make any trades? I mean, granted, we do have the contract extension that's coming up. So if I do land on something on trade, what I could do, I guess, is maybe do something in the offseason, or I could force it. I could force a trade. You know what? I'll allow myself to force a trade. I could do that. For contract extension, yeah. I mean, it's for a challenge. Might as well. I could force it. But let's see. I'm curious to see if I could even get, like, anybody good in a trade finder. Like, SGA would be kind of nice. But, I mean, there's really no superstars. I mean, Lonzo Ball. 92 overall Lonzo Ball could get me SGA. Is this my pick? Atlanta unprotected. That's actually not a horrible trade. If we get SGA for Lonzo Ball, 11 points a game for Shea. And Shea I didn't even do a +5 overall on. And Lonzo can go back to LA. Do I think my pick's going to be that bad, though? You know what? I'm not going to make any moves. We're going to keep the team the way it is. We're going to go to the contract extension, see how well the team does. And then once we get there, we have our last set of spins of wheels until, you know, the off season, where we have to spin the wheel 1 time and see what we get. So I'll send it to the contract extension and see how well the team's doing. So we've won. I mean, there wasn't that many games, honestly, but here we are. So now we have to spin the wheel 1 more time, but everything's looking fine and dandy. Well, not 1 more time, but at least 1 more set. And it only has to be once. Okay, fantastic. So let's spin the wheel. What is it going to be? It is going to be sign worst player? Okay, that's not bad. I'll sign the worst player in the game. That was what it was, for those that don't know. I keep forgetting to switch the scenes. First player in the, is Al Terrell, so we'll just negotiate a contract. Honestly, to be fair, I will give him a 2-year deal. And you can be on the team for 2 years. There you go. I don't care, my friend. You're not getting PT anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. Because it just said sign worst player. Doesn't mean you have to play. So there you go. He's on the squad. I will see you guys at the end of the season where I think we'll make the playoffs. Well, we ended up making the playoffs. Trae Young was the MVP. Paul Banchero, rookie Derek Cole Anthony, 6th man. Defensive player Anthony Davis. Most improved offensive spoon coach, the Willie Green. Executive Dylan Shaw. And our squad had no All-NBA players. Ironically, we had, well, all-defensive first team Lonzo Ball. 92 overall. 11.9 points per game because of his tendencies. All-defensive second team. Boom. But yeah, ironically, what's his name won. Also, Chet probably made all-rookie first team, and I skipped it. That's cool. That's cool. We can actually look at the playoff stats now. So let's see. Karis LeVert, or maybe all-rookie second, one of them. But yeah, Karis LeVert had led the team in scoring. Leading rebound was Chet. Most assists was Lonzo. Most steals was Lonzo. Most blocks was Chet. Best field goal percentage was Keldon Johnson. Nobody shot above 50% on this team. I think again, nobody shot below 40. 3-point shooting was Lonzo, and then our best free throw shooter was Kendrick Nunn, but I don't know how many games he ended up playing. How many games did you play, Kendrick Nunn? Did you play all of them? No, he only played 23. So it was Mo Wagner, technically, in terms of overall production. So the team did make the playoffs. We were a 5th seed, and we're taking on the Knicks in the first round. We've got James Harden, Bradley Beal, Rui Hachimura, Miles Bridges, Nick Richards, Austin Reeves off the bench. Okay, it's a good team. Derrick Rose. So we'll see how we can fare in the playoffs. Again, this is normal. This is all normal, normal stuff, right? So let's take a look at the coach game plan. So that's what we'll be rocking with. Got a 10-man rotation. Works for me. So let's simulate and see how we can do. So game number 1 against the Knicks is an Atlanta win. We blew them out. Game 2, they beat us by 8. Game 3, we win by 50. Or 60, actually. 139-79. We win Game 4, and we advance. Second round of the playoffs, take on the Magic, who've got Tatum, Levine, Marco Fultz, Giannobi. Okay, interesting number 1 seed. So we can see if we can beat them. Game 1 is an Atlanta win by 26 points. Game 2 is an Atlanta win. Game 3, an Atlanta win. And are we going to sweep? Yup. Dude, that +5 overall boost is absolute cheese. Game against Brooklyn. Brooklyn's got AD, Jeremy Grant, Desmond Bane. Okay. I think we can beat this team. We might win the finals in our first season. Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is a win. Game 3 is a win. And we swept. And we are taking on Donovan Mitchell and the Suns. Lonzo Ball was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Yeah, we're better than this team. We're going to end up winning the finals in our first season. Maybe not. Lose Game 1, win Game 2, win Game 3, win Game 4, and there you go. That only took 1 season. I thought this would be a little bit more interesting. I'll do 1 more year. Maybe I have to add more options. Guys, let me know in the comments below what options I should add to each wheel for the free agency. Well, you haven't seen the free agency yet, but I'm going to show you guys. Or how often should I frequent it? Should I only do it 1 time instead of doing a random number 3 times? Let me know. I definitely want to try this again at some point. But, you know, Lonzo Ball was the finals MVP. It was kind of just something I thought of. I was like, hey, let me spin it multiple times. I just couldn't think of more things to put on the wheel. But let me know in the comments below. What should I put on each wheel? We're about to look at the free agency wheel here, or the offseason wheel, because we have, you know, I'll do 1 more year since we already got our championship. But I want to give you guys a little bit more content. Off-season wheel, here's the stuff that we got. Boost tendencies, -10 after player progression. We do it. Abolished cap, and then I can sign any 2 players I want. Sign a G Leaguer to max contract. Decrease coach ratings, -2 overall. So that means if he has B ratings, they go down to D. Trade away draft pick. Boost tendencies, +10 after the player progression. I can only sign G League players, only re-sign current players, meaning the players that are currently on my team, and I can't sign anybody new. Not allowed to re-sign any bird right players, so I have bird rights on a player, and they're a free agent, can't re-sign them. Decrease coach ratings -3, free space, do whatever I want. Trade away entire team, sign one player of my choosing, miracle player, accept all team options, sign one player max, which means that excludes any re-signing players. I could sign whoever I want, but it's gotta be only one player. Sign a worst player max contract. CPU does everything, no signing rookies, and then deny all team options. Also, the miracle player, by the way, is a 99 overall demigod. I really hope I don't get that. I'm only doing one spin for the off season, so whatever it lands on is what happens, and it is going to be not allowed to re-sign bird right players. So if I have any players that are on bird rights, that means I cannot re-sign them. So I don't know who's a free agent on my squad, but whoever it is, I'm pretty much screwed. Draft is normal, although my picks probably is not really good. So I don't know who is on who I have. Choose prospect. I mean, I could take. I don't really recognize any of these people. Bryce Ball. Sure, we'll take him. And then we have a second rounder, but it doesn't really matter too much. So it's in the end. I can do all that because, like I said, that's what ended up happening. Victor Wembanyama. Look at that. Nice. How you doing, buddy? So yeah, we'll sign Bryce. These guys, I don't think I need. You know what? We'll sign him. I don't care. Screw it. Plus, if I have any bird right players, I can't take them back. Team options. Now, team options, I can, I can accept, right? It's just anybody that's a free agent I can't re-sign. So I don't even know who I have as a free agent on my team. So we will find out. Qualifiers. Cameron Johnson and Kendrick Nunn. So they might be walking. Well, let's see. Cam Johnson. Karis LeVert, and Gabe Vincent. So I can't re-sign them. They're on bird rights, not allowed to re-sign those players. That's unfortunate, so we just renounce the rights on them. And Cameron Johnson's prayer to, yep, we're not going to match. Let him walk. Karis LeVert, renounce the rights on. Renounce the rights on Gabe Vincent. And then who was the other guy? I already forgot who the other guy was. Oh yeah, Cameron Johnson, duh. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Karis LeVert's already rejected. Alright, after that, we kind of just have to fill out the rest of the roster, so let's do it. Oh, I did lose a few good players, but as you can see, the progression because of the overall boost, so many guys ended up going up overall that it probably doesn't even matter that much. Bryce is here, George Hill is here, Leonard Miller, Derek Lively. Half our team is kind of garbage, but then the other half is really good, so I mean, I guess that's nice. And then again, their tendencies aren't great. But we do have one more season. We'll do the wheel spins and just kind of see what ends up happening. This is more of like a test run for me, more than anything. So we're about to do one more season, but I do want to take a look at the current rotation that we have right now before we have to make any changes. So most of our rotation is pretty solid. I mean, we have a really good 8-man rotation. We are playing a couple 72 overalls, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Our team is really good. So let's take a look here and see what we're going to have to do with the wheel to start off and how many times we're going to have to be spinning. So we're going back to the normal wheel. And we're going to be spinning only once, okay? And what are we going to be doing? That's the question. I probably should have shuffled these again, but I didn't. That's okay. And we have to play our worst player 48 minutes. Okay, I mean, that's not that bad. I will take that. The question is somebody that has to get out of the rotation. Who will that be? I guess to be fair, I'll go based on... I'll go based on what position my worst player is. My worst player is Al Terrell. So I will do the following. Game plan. Al Terrell, you will be getting 48 minutes, my guy. And what we're going to be doing here, Bryce, you're not going to be getting any minutes. And we'll do the following. We'll give Al Terrell the starting job, swap the minutes. Chet will obviously get minutes too, though, don't worry. And we'll just give everybody here a little bit less playing time. We'll give Lonzo like 32 or something. So yeah, as long as this guy is getting all the minutes, that's all that matters to me. And we're almost there. And we just got to give Chet a little bit more minutes because he needs the minutes too. And we should be good. So this is good. He's all good. And Chet can get 27 minutes. So that's going to be it. So Al Terrell is going to be getting 48 minutes. Worst player on the team. Works for me. And yeah, I'll see you guys once we get to December 15th. Al Terrell playing 48 minutes a game doesn't really matter too much. In fact, I do want to see his stats, though. Is he actually getting the minutes? He is. And he's really good. He's putting up 19 points a game on 63% shooting from the field. You would think he'd be bad as a 63 overall, but oh my gosh, this dude's... You know what? I kind of want to keep him playing. If he's going to play like that, there's no way he's putting up 19 points a game. I mean, he can't rebound, but that's impressive. I'm actually impressed. I want to keep him playing. Absolutely. Dude's put up some numbers. Thank you for the team, though. It's really the team that's helping him out, but still, like, that's impressive. So let's take a look and see how many times we'll be having to spin the wheel again. Just one more time for this period, and what we're going to be doing, that is the question. And it will be... everyone plays. Okay. Works for me. I'm going to keep Al Terrell playing 48 minutes. He has to. He has to play 48 minutes. I'm going to keep him in the rotation. He's been balling. Everybody's going to be playing. I'm going to keep Al Terrell playing 48 minutes. This dude's a GOAT. This dude's the GOAT, man. He's putting up some great numbers. He's not really actually the GOAT, but still, he's 63 overall. The dude's putting up monster numbers. I can't be mad at that, man. He's got to continue to play. So let's see how this 13-man rotation does. I will keep seeing it, and I'll see you guys once I have the next update at the trade deadline. At the trade deadline. This team is absolutely insane. But we have some spins that we have to do that can maybe ruin the team, ruin the season. We'll see. But so far, though, I'm not too concerned. Let's take a look, see how many spins we've got to do for this period. And here we go. So, back to here. And we got to do 3 spins. What's it going to be? I'm curious. It is going to be... Release best player. Okay, that's a good one. That's gonna make us worse. I don't think we can miss the playoffs though. But okay, release best players. That's the first thing we have to do. I think that's Lonzo Ball in terms of overall. The second one is play with the lowest system proficiency. That's not a problem. And then the third and final spin will be... Alright, after we do all that, we can do whatever we want. Which means I can make trades, I can sign people, but I'm not going to re-sign Lonzo. Alright, so we're going to release Lonzo Ball. That's the first thing that we got to do. The second thing we have to do is adjust the game plan here. So that's what we're going to do. Adjust it. Everyone's still going to play. I'm going to change the minutes. Well, I guess Al Terrell's not going to play anymore. Does he have to play still? No, he still has to play. No, he's still playing. I'm playing in 48 minutes. I don't even care. I'm going to do that. But we do have to change the system proficiency first. So that's what I'm going to do to start off. So the worst one is... Ooh, there's a few bad ones. Let's run triangle. It's kind of like an outdated thing. So we'll run that. And okay, next update will be contract extensions, which I think is not too many games anyway. But we do have the ability to do some more things, so I can, make some trades here and see what we got going on. Release my point guard, so I'm going to trade for Russell Westbrook, 2 picks. You can, I don't mind taking on Russell Westbrook. So what I'll do is adjust my gameplay rotation, and we will have the man, the myth, the legend, Al Terrell, continue to play. We'll give him that 48 minutes and see how the team's doing at the extensions. Right, so we won all of our games. It was only like 4. And we have a few, possibly 1, 2, or 3 more spins left. So how many spins will we have on the wheel? 1 spin left, and what is it going to be? It is contract extension, so I can't make any trades, really. I guess I can force a trade. And it's signed worst player again. Sure. Alright, let's sign the worst player, and then that'll be it. Player is Tudor Constantine. Now, I will say this. Tudor's 38. Jeez, okay. Roster is full. You can only offer a 2-way contract. So, alright. I have to sign the worst player. So what I'm going to do is release Wesley Matthews. I'm not going to release Al Terrell because he was already a part of the thing. So we'll just release Wesley Matthews. That's fine. And we will sign the worst player. And we will actually give him the minutes. Yeah, we'll give him the minutes. So there we go. Tudor, welcome to the team. And yeah, we're going to give him all 48 minutes because he is the worst player. So you get the worst amount of minutes, my friend. Yes, you do. So I'll adjust the rotation, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Sticking with this rotation, we're gonna keep Al Terrell at 48, and we'll also rock with Constantine at 48. Once I get to the playoffs, though, I can adjust the rotation as pleased. The challenge is over after that, so all bets are off. So let's see how we do for the rest of the season. 61-21. So we ended up losing some more games, but the team was still good enough to get the number 1 seed. Look at Gabe Vincent, most improved player, my guy. And yeah, we won Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year. Do we have any Atlanta Hawks on any of these teams? We don't. Any defensive teams? No. But we do have Al Terrell, all-rookie first team. 17.5 points. Dude had a good season. Like, he shot pretty efficient. So congrats, Al Terrell, my man. You deserve it. And that's it. So curious to see the stats for those guys, especially the 40 overall, how he did. Yeah, they're not going to play in the playoffs. Actually, honestly, Al Terrell could play in the playoffs. But we're not going to do that since it resets. So yeah, Constantine, yeah, not very good. No, was not good whatsoever. I just wanted to see the prospects to see how they did. All right, well, normalcy has been restored for the playoffs. The fact that we made it there, we get rewarded with normalcy. So we're going to go 10-man, and we're going to be normal and win the finals. Once again, I would assume. So yeah, let me know in the comments, like, how I should adjust this going forward. Maybe I do this in, like, a different era, and we try to do, like, a very similar idea, because I thought this would be a little bit more difficult with my spins, but I just didn't have enough options. I think I maybe need a little bit more options. Maybe we just also don't do, 3 spins, 2 spins. We just do 1 spin each period. I think that makes it a little bit better, because then you can get like 2 really good spins. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys know? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas what we should do. But yeah, we're easily in the finals. We got this Lakers. They're pretty good. Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the Nuggets lineup. They had LaMelo, Trey Lyles, right? Really good Trey Lyles. Goodness. Also the Nets, who have really good Cameron Johnson. Yeah, and we're in the finals to take on Lakers, who I just have a good team. I don't think they have anybody really, really good in terms of, like, oh, I boosted overall kind of thing. No, they don't. They just have a normal team. So I think we're going to win 2 straight NBA Finals as we go on to... Are we going to blow a 3-0 lead? We might blow a 3-0 lead. Okay, we didn't. Okay, we won 2 straight finals. Chet Holmgren Finals MVP. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below what other things we should add to the regular season wheel and the free agency wheel. I definitely want to do this in the future. Maybe we do this in different eras. You guys let me know. But with that being said, let's go to the full screen and close the video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down for videos, socials, playlist, second channel, main channel down in the description if you like other content with DJP. Like I said, leave me more ideas for the wheel. I might potentially do this in the future, maybe for a different era, like I said. So let me know. But yeah, we only needed 1 season to do it. We got very lucky with the wheel, and like I said, more ideas. We can make this better, or I could put the same things, but let's say the good stuff outweighs the bad. So if anything that's really, really good only has 1 space, whereas maybe a bad thing might take up 5 spaces on the wheel. So do something like that too. But this was a trial run, and I thought this was fun. Hopefully you guys did too. With that being said, I'm going to head on out. Take care, everybody. See you soon, and peace.